Hello, beta. Good evening, everyone. So, beta, in the last video lecture, we had gone ahead and we had started talking about capability, about functionings, है ना? और मैंने आपसे एक बहुत important question पूछा था कल कि can you tell me what do you want to do with your income? Do you want to be healthy? What do you value? Do you value कि हाँ अगर मेरे पास income आ जाएगी तो maybe people will start respecting me? That is what you think? इसलिए income कमाना है? Yeah, do you think that you need income so that you can travel from one place to another? Or do you think you need income so that you can get freedom? Right? Why do you need income? क्या reason है income का? Right? What are your top functionings from that income? I just wanted to know that. ठीक है बेटा. So in today's lecture बताना मुझे हाँ क्या? So see, this is very common, huh? So imagine that there are 5 employees. इसका एक और एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. 5 लोग एक ही कंपनी में काम कर रहे हैं. 5 people working in the same company, same profile, earning the same money, rupees 80,000 per month. But do they spend it in the same way? नहीं. Maybe one is going ahead and putting the money in the stock market. The other one is going ahead and using the same money to maybe spend it on poor people. Maybe he's going ahead and going ahead and donating the money in some NGO. The third one may be using the same money for traveling. The fourth one may be using the same money to buy a house ताकि उसको एक self respect के साथ साथ बाहर के लोगों से भी respect मिल पाए, so that other people start respecting him. पैसा तो सेम ही, but the functioning can differ, right? What you want to do, what you can do and would be doing from that same source, being or doing, वो अलग हो सकता है same commodity characteristic के साथ. Now we want to go ahead and talk about the 5 sources of disparity that exist. कि क्यों लोगों के बीच में disparity आ जाती है? Why disparity exists? The first reason is beta personal heterogeneity. इसका example I always give students that yesterday also in the last class also I gave you this example of car, है ना, जिसमें मैंने आपको ये बोला था कि कार अगर सेम कार, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट मारुति 800 या स्विफ्ट या जो भी, it will depend on at what time you got that car, है ना. If you got the car at your in your early 20s, तो शायद आप एक बहुत अलग तरीके से उसे enjoy करोगे. But if you get that same car in your late 40s, तो आप उसको एडवेंचर जोन में या उसको you will not be spending it for the purpose of एडवेंचर या इधर उधर घूमना फिरना. शायद आप उसको सिर्फ एक अपना फॉर योर कंफर्ट आप उसको यूज करोगे. सो द सेम प्रोडक्ट कैन बी यूज्ड वेरी वेरी डिफरेंटली. बहुत अलग तरीके से हम उसी एक प्रोडक्ट को यूज कर सकते हैं. व्हाट विल इट डिपेंड ऑन बेटा? योर डिसेबिलिटी, योर एज, योर इलनेस, योर जेंडर, है ना. वही सेम पैसा जो घर में आ रहा है, it may be distributed very differently based on whether the child is a male or female. हो सकता है ऐसा. Then it may happen that there is a person who is very rich, right? But still he may not be able to drive if he's a disabled person. हो सकता है. So personal heterogeneity की वजह से there can be differentiation, है ना. So income is not the only source of disparity. Income same होने के बावजूद, even after having the same income, there can be source of disparity that can exist. और उसका first reason है personal heterogeneity. The second reason is environmental diversity. ठीक है. Now imagine a person living in US, or let's say a person living in Dubai and a person living in India. ठीक है. Have you if you ever get a chance to visit other countries, कुछ developed nations में अगर आप जाओ, you will feel automatically that मेरी health improve हो रही है, I feel happy, I feel positive. क्यों? Because their air is so fresh, pollution level is so low. और यही if you come to Delhi, especially winters में, हाँ, जब smog बहुत ज्यादा होता है, during October end, November की शुरुआत में अगर आओ, you will literally have to use mask. बाहर निकलना मुश्किल, it is very difficult to step out of your home. So it means that even if two people have same income, they may be spending on very different things, first of all, because of this environment. And secondly, their health may be very different, right? Because of the impact of environment. So environmental diversities की वजह से भी people can differ. Same bit of variation in social climate. Now imagine two countries. In one country, people can freely move outside at any point of time. चाहे रात के 2 बज रहे हो या 4 बज रहे हो, at any point of the day or night, you can easily travel, you can easily go out, you can do whatever you wish to. And imagine another country or another state, जहां पर after 9 o'clock, it is very difficult to step out. There will be a lot of crime that is taking place in this city. So you cannot just go out and travel. है ना? तो even if two people will have same income, but वो अलग अलग जगहों पे रह रहे हैं, one with low crime and one with high crime, definitely this is a source of diversity among people, right? Next is better distribution among family. ये मैंने आपको बताया है कि the same resource can be distributed very differently based on gender. ऐसा अभी भी बहुत परिवारों में होता है कि गर्ल्स को कंपेयर टू बॉयज कम रिसोर्सेज दिए जाते हैं, दे आर नॉट प्रोवाइडेड विद द राइट रिसोर्सेज, उनको पढ़ाई के लिए बहुत मोटिवेट नहीं किया जाता है. सो इट स्टिल हैपेंस दैट गर्ल चाइल्ड इज नॉट मोटिवेटेड टू गेट हरसेल्फ एजुकेटेड, शी इज मोटिवेटेड टू जस्ट गेट मैरिड, राइट? सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन विद इन फैमिली कैन डिफर. डिफरेंस इन रिलेशनल पर्सपेक्टिव, ठीक है? Now, sometimes it can happen that there are some goods which become essential because of local customs that you need to purchase even if you don't want to. जैसे अगर मैं बोल दूं कि suppose I tell you कि मैं एक चीज compulsory कर दूं, that it is compulsory for everyone to build a temple in their house if you are living in region A. So you will be spending some part of your income on the temple. I have made that as a custom. Whereas in state B, I haven't made any custom like that. तो अगर कोई custom नहीं है, so in state B then, therefore, there is no need of this temple. तो वहाँ पे they are not spending their money. They are free to spend their money on whatever they want. So different in these perspectives can also make you spend money on a particular thing. ठीक है? So if you want to go out in public without shame, जैसे ये एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल अमर्त्य सेन ने दिया कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल इमेजिन टू पीपल, हाँ, एंड दे वांट टू गो आउट इन पब्लिक, और एक इंसान है जो बहुत ज्यादा रिच सोसाइटी में रहता है. सो रिसेंटली आई वॉज वॉचिंग दिस शो Kapil Sharma का, I don't remember the name, Comedy Nights, I think so, Comedy Nights with Kapil ऐसे करके नाम है ना. So the last episode of it, हाँ, उसमें the name of the hero was, what's the name of the hero? I don't remember the name of the actor. So that actor came with his mother, हाँ. तो उसमें he was telling कि when he went out for his, tell me the name of the actor, मुझे बिल्कुल याद नहीं आ रहा है, ठीक है, just tell me in the comment section. तो जब वो अपने फर्स्ट अवार्ड नाइट में गए, he did not have money to buy a good car, so he bought a second hand car, but वो car, it was also leaking, and then one of the gate was not opening. But still imagine, because of social convention, कि क्योंकि वो एक अवार्ड शो में जा रहे हैं, and because he is going in an award show and वहां पे you need to show that you have a car, he had to buy a car even though he didn't have money to buy a car. He ended up buying a second hand car which was not even working properly, but just to show to the public and media, उन्होंने वो कार खरीदा. राइट? नाउ इमेजिन अस, अगर हमें कोई अवार्ड शो में जाना हो, वी विल नॉट केयर अबाउट व्हाट पीपल थिंक, वी विल सिंपली गो, राइट? सो दिस इज a typical example that Amartya Sen has given, that imagine two people having the same income, but अगर वो income के साथ मुझे एक rich society के अंदर अपने आप को reflect करना है, I may have to buy expensive clothes to avoid shame. But on the other hand, if I have to reflect myself in a usual society, then I don't have to buy expensive clothes. I can just roam around with any kind of clothes I want, right? और ऐसे ही मैंने आपको कल भी एक एग्जांपल दिया था about this series जिसका नाम जब ना पा रहे, again talking about the same thing, that this person, he had to change so much. He stopped talking to his parents, he stopped visiting his place, he stopped accepting food from his mother, just because he had to adjust with high class. तो बेसिकली अगेन सम मोर एग्जांपल्स आर लाइक दिस कि अगर आपके पास एक ईमेल एड्रेस नहीं है सिंगापुर में, देन आइडियली यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू फंक्शन सोशली, आप सोशली एक्टिव नहीं रह पाओगे. एंड दिस हैपेंस विद मेनी पीपल, है ना? जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर इन अ रिच सोसाइटी और आप आईफोन के अलावा कुछ भी कैरी करो, पीपल विल स्टार्ट जजिंग यू. सो विच मीन्स दैट ऑल दीज थिंग्स बिकम इंपॉर्टेंट टू पीपल. दिस इज नॉट इनकम, माइंड यू, दो लोगों का इनकम सेम हो सकता है, बट फॉर वन हु इज इन अ रिचर सोसाइटी दीज थिंग्स मैटर, कि मैं ऐसे कपड़े पहनूं, ऐसे रहूं, वैसे रहूं, एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स व्हिच डू नॉट मैटर, डज नॉट मैटर फॉर द अदर पर्सन, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट अमर्त्य सेन टॉक्स अबाउट. अमर्त्य सेन ये बोलते हैं दैट योर इनकम इज नॉट अ मेजर ऑफ योर वेलबींग. आपका पैसा से आपका वेलबींग नहीं आ रहा, बिकॉज फॉर अ पर्सन हु इज लिविंग इन रिच सोसाइटी, वो सेम इनकम उसके वेलबींग नहीं दे पा रहा है. दैट सेम इनकम इज नॉट एबल टू इंश्योर दैट ही इज हैप्पी. द सेम इनकम इज नॉट एबल टू इंश्योर दैट ही इज हैविंग अ गुड वेलबींग, right? But if I live in an average society, the same income will ensure that I have a good well-being. So income in itself cannot be a measure of well-being, right? It depends on what place I live in, what culture I live in. Many things will go ahead and decide my well-being. Okay? So these are some of the examples given by Amartya Sen. So ultimately we come to an important conclusion here, beta. और एक कंक्लूजन ये है that identical commodity can lead to different functionings. कमोडिटी सेम ही है, पैसा सेम है, कपड़े सेम है, बट उस कपड़े से एक इंसान खुश होगा और दूसरा नहीं होगा. खाना सेम है, बट वो एक की बॉडी एब्जॉर्ब कर पाएगी और दूसरे की नहीं कर पाएगी. सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट आइडेंटिकल कमोडिटीज, but the same commodity can have different functioning. And to explain this, Amartya Sen also goes ahead and gives the example of bread. The same bread can give different benefit to people depending on how their body is, whether they are obese or not, whether they perform any activity or not. जब आप bread लेते हो, bread has carbs in it. So to digest carbs, I need to go ahead and have good metabolism. I need to do some amount of activity. So two people consuming the same bread, आप देखोगे एक obese हो जाएगा और एक obese नहीं होगा, depending on what is the metabolism of that body, depending on how much activity level the person do, depending on the weight of the person. So the conclusion is that same commodity can have different functionings. एक ही commodity के जो functionings होते हैं वो अलग होते हैं. And now we also come to another aspect, that not having the same commodity, इसी का opposite, can also have different meanings. अगर commodity नहीं ले रहे हो तो उसके भी अलग अलग मतलब हो सकते हैं. For example, if I tell you, beta, I am keeping fast for one day to detox my body, I am doing it willingly. मैं पूरा दिन खाना नहीं खा रही हूँ willingness से. But there may be some person who doesn't have food. So if I don't take food one entire day and this person doesn't have food because he is poor, can I say that these two people are the same? क्यों? दोनों ने पूरा दिन खाना नहीं खाया. No, these two people are very, very different, right? This person who is detoxifying, जो fast कर रहा है, is getting pleasure out of this situation, is being happy out of this situation. This is increasing his well-being. and this is decreasing his well-being. Same commodity, दोनों को ही खाना नहीं मिल रहा, different functionings. It is acting differently, right? So this is what is there, that the same commodity can have different functionings. Okay? I hope this is clear to you better. Okay, thank you.